Well, welcome back to my channel, Kramer's Garage. In this video, I'm going to talk about why I bought the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. Here it is right here. And I know it's a pretty popular bike around the world, especially in India. So let's talk about this a little bit. For the last 8 years, I've been riding this bike primarily. This is a 1983 Honda Goldwing. It weighs about 650 pounds. It's 1100 cc's. I've put about 40,000 miles on it. Done a lot of long distance tours on it. It's a great bike. I love it. However, I wanted something a little smaller and lighter. And in 2019, Royal Enfield had a demo day at a dealer in Greensboro, North Carolina. And I went to that demo day and I test rode this bike. It was a fairly lengthy demo ride actually, and I really liked it a lot. So I decided a couple years ago that I wanted to have a more of a lighter weight, easier to maneuver bike, a lighter weight and more nimble motorcycle, to be able to ride dirt roads and gravel and take on like adventure tours where I might be on all different kinds of road. I have no desire to really ride off-road in single track or trails, but I do want to be able to go down dirt roads, gravel roads, and just kind of explore the Pisgah Forest and things like that. The Goldwing is a great bike, but it's a little heavy and awkward for that kind of riding. So since I've done a lot of motorcycle restoration work, I seriously thought about getting a Honda CB450, which they stopped making in 1974, and it would have been a restoration project, and I would have turned that into my all-road adventure bike. Well, then I was impressed with this bike after doing a demo ride. I started reading about the company, and I liked the story of the Royal Enfield company. I don't know how many of you know, but it's the oldest continuously producing motorcycle company in the world. They started producing motorcycles in 1901 and have never stopped. The production did during the 50s and 60s. The production began to move from Great Britain to India, and now today all the production is in India, and the company is now owned by a much larger entity in India, a large corporation. I believe it's called ICOR. But the Royal Enfield brand and the name and the company itself has been in continuous motorcycle production for 122 years. So I feel like they might know a few things about motorcycles. And I decided I didn't want to get another restoration project. I've done several restoration projects over the last several years, and I just wanted to get a bike that I could ride and mold it into what I want it to be without having to spend 6 months in the garage with it before I could even ride it. So I found this bike. It's a 2020, 3 years old. It had 5,000 miles when I bought it. It has about 6,000 on it now. And so I put 1,000 miles on it in a month. And I really enjoy the bike. I really like it. I'm very happy that I bought it. And I'm now in the process of making a few modifications to make it into that all-road adventure bike that I want. And it's not hard to do with this bike. So anyway, that's why I bought it. And it's 450 pounds. It's got plenty of torque. It's got a very broad torque band from about 3,000 to about 5,000 RPM. The torque is great. And I've made a few modifications to it already, and I've got a couple more things I'm going to do with it before I take it on my first real adventure tour with it. So in my next video, I'm going to discuss the quality of this particular motorcycle. A lot of people have reviewed the bike. I'm not going to really do a review of the bike. There's been a lot of reviews done on the bike. There's a lot of them on YouTube. Most of the reviewers are knocking various aspects of quality on this bike. So in my next video, we're going to talk about the quality issues on this bike. And then I'm going to make another video highlighting the changes and modifications that I've made and accessories that I've added, and the reason for these changes and accessories. So stay tuned. Well, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And there's going to be more Royal Enfield video to come. Thanks for watching.